Jen from Creative Housewives, and today I'm going to show you how to make those cute Halloween lollipop wrappers using your Cricut Joy machine. So I'm here in Design Space. This is just my canvas. You can see that I have Joy selected as my machine that I'm going to use. So if I click on projects here, just like we did for our with using another machine, if I drop down to all categories and I click on Halloween, then projects will come up. But before, my lollipop wrappers were like right after this little animal cracker costume. So even if I click on all categories and I just type in lollipop, you can see this is the only thing that it brings up is this just little giant yard lollipop. So I'm going to show you how you can find those projects and make them using your Cricut Joy. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to come up here to our machine and we are going to you just change it to anything other than the Joy. I'm just going to say Cricut Explore Family. And now you can see when I have a lollipop, because it just kept lollipop there in the search, all of these different lollipop wrappers come up. Oh, these are cute for the upcoming holidays. Anyway, so the ones that we used were the skull lollipop. Well, actually, if we just drop down here and then go again to Halloween for our category, we use this skull, we use the cauldron, we use the witch, and then we use the jack-o'-lantern. Those are the four that we did using our other machine in the other video, and they all have the green Cricut Access flag. So they're all included with Cricut Access. So let's say I wanted to make the skull lollipop. I'm going to go ahead and select the skull, and then if it wants to let me. And then when this window pops up, what we're going to do is we're going to select customize, not make it, just customize. So we're going to select customize, and then it's going to add this project to our canvas. So internet's running a little bit slow, or Design Space is running a little bit slow this morning. So now it's loading here to our canvas, and you can see that we have our image here, or our design here, and it is definitely small enough to be made with the Cricut Joy. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up here to our machine again. We're going to drop down and we're going to select Cricut Joy, and then watch what happens. We get this little error here, the little warning thing on this layer for our skull. It's a skull holder. So if you select this layer, this is the score layer. So the reason that you can't do this on the Joy is there isn't a scoring tool for the Joy. But as you can see, these are just easy straight lines. There's nothing crazy about the folding that's done with this project. So what I can do is I can just hide this layer. And now you can see I can select make it. And it's going to go ahead. I can say that I'm going to use it on a mat. It wants me to use a 4.5 by 6.5 mat. That's just the normal mat. I can select confirm. And then you can see that I've got a mat for the white and a mat for the black. So this is for a project that just has that scoring tool that is the problem. So let's go ahead and go back. We're going to head back. We're going to select Cricut Explore Family again. And we're just going to say new so that everything is off of our canvas here. We're going to select projects. We're going to go ahead and drop down to Halloween. And then it should just be right here near the top. Once those are loaded, our little wrappers are right here. Okay, so now this project has some pen on it also. So let's go ahead and select this one. We're going to say customize. That's once again going to add it to our canvas for us. And if I come up here to my machine layer here and select Joy, then you're going to see we have a couple of different layers that are giving us the warning. So first we have this layer, which is the draw lines. It's the pen on her hair. You can use a pen with the Cricut Joy machine. They just need you to change the pen to a Cricut Joy pen. So we're going to go ahead and change this. We just have to pick anything that is a Joy pen. I think if we just pick black, that fixes it. So it just has to be a color that the Joy pen comes in. I'm not sure which color they had picked before. So then we've got the warning here. Again, this is our score lines. We will have to hide that line. So that line's gone. And then we have this other pen line here. So we just need to go up here, go ahead and select black. And now you can see we have Joy selected. If I hit make it, then I can say that I want it on my mat. So for this one, we do need the 4.5 by 12 inch mat because it's a little bit longer than 6.5 inches. So we'll go ahead and say confirm. And then just because of the way the layout is. So this one, it's fine. I definitely feel like all these pieces could be moved closer together, but it's the way that they have it. I mean, maybe if we went back, actually, let's look really quick. If I hit cancel, if we go back here and detach. Now I want the pen. So for this layer, it would be kind of a pain because we have the pen is attached to the hair and these two pieces are already attached to each other. Anyway, that was one of the things that I didn't love about the layout of this particular project. Because I was cutting multiple things, it wasn't that big of a deal to me. But like you'll see here on the orange mat for the hair, we have this huge gap. And I just wish they hadn't done that. I wish they kept the hair separate because you're not going to lay these out together, if that makes sense. So anyway, that's just the way it's laid out. If you want to kind of play in there more and see if you can ungroup and then reattach things or whatever, you can definitely try that. Okay, the last one that I wanted to, the last thing that I wanted to show you, let's go ahead and hit cancel again. We'll go back to our canvas. And now that we're here, we'll go ahead and select new again. Replace, I don't need to save that. I'm going to go ahead and change this again to Explore Family. And then we'll look at projects, drop down to Halloween. And then I want to pick this jack-o'-lantern one because this has drawing on it again. So I just wanted to show you what things look like. So you can, if you know what layers might be a problem for the Joy, then obviously you could go in. I could go in and hide the jack-o'-lantern layer. I could find my pen. I think it's this layer here. And I could come up here and change it. It's on moccasin right now. I don't know if that is a Joy pen. So it doesn't matter what pen color you have picked. You just need to pick something that is available for Joy. So if you just leave them all to black, it'll always let you. And then you can just put whatever color in the machine. I like selecting my machine first, like changing this over to Joy, because it does give you that warning at each layer. Okay, there's a problem here. So you're not having to go back and forth like, oh, this is right. No, it's not. Oh, this is right. No, it's not. So really easy. I don't think like all of these, like I said, are just straight line folds where the score line was. So if I unhide this, you can see the score line's just right there on this little rectangle here. Super simple. Definitely 100% something that can be done on the Joy machine because we're just cutting cardstock and using a pen to draw. So now you know how to alter or customize these projects so that you can use them with the Joy machine. If you would like to see the full process of assembling these and which layers that they go in and stuff, I will add the link to the video down in the description below. And I've got a full video there showing the assembly for each one of these different images. And I also go through and show you how to add them all to the same canvas. This works obviously better if you have the larger machine, but there are definitely things that you could maybe, if you were wanting to make all of them, like the greens would probably fit, stems would fit on one canvas and stuff if you wanted to do them all. So I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. And of course, we would love to have you subscribe here to our channel where we are bringing you Cricut tutorials and tips and just anything that you can think of that you might need. If you have questions, leave them in the comments. We're happy to answer them for you. Have a wonderful day. Bye.